What's going on, everybody? All right, yesterday I kind of spoke on this a little bit, just like my drive for filmmaking and screenwriting and things like that. There's always been this creative outlet in me to just tell stories, screenplays, short stories, um, even music. I've been doing music for about 5, 6 years because I enjoy it. Um, One of the things that I kind of spoke about yesterday, but didn't go deep into it, is my love for comic books. I'm not like a comic book aficionado. I know a good amount. I've read a good amount, but I'm not gonna sit here and just claim that I know about so and so and this and this. I have the ones I like, and I'm also right now in the middle of doing three three comic books myself. People may hate and just, oh, you're using AI to do it. I can't draw. I don't want to rely and wait on anybody to create my vision of what I want it to be. So yeah, I'm gonna use AI to create the characters and the images, and I'm gonna storyboard it, but I'm gonna write it myself. I'm gonna create the story myself. I already have all three of the stories outlined, and I did that without AI. I'm using AI just for image purposes, but I just kind of want to speak on, you know, there's some things with AI I cannot stand, and there's other things with AI I'm like, bro, that's a tool. You got to use it. So I just want to speak on my love for the genre. So I want to start with number one, always Watchmen. This is the greatest comic book ever created. Um, I'll like read it and I'll reread it again, just because. Yeah, I knew nothing about this until I saw the trailer for the movie, and my brother was like, "Oh, you got to read the comic." So I went and got it, read it. Alan Moore became one of my favorite writers after reading it. The movie, the director's cut, not the theatrical. The director's cut of the movie is my favorite comic book movie ever made. It's just there's something to this. It's very dark, but it's so well done. Um, so yeah, that. But then I grew up. I was born in '86, so I grew up in that era. The '80s, '90s comics really grabbed my attention big time. Like one of the ones I really loved was I loved the Batman Sword of Azrael. I love the story. Any of the Batmans in the like early '90s, like Nightfall, all that. That's what I grew up on. That's what I loved. I just love the images. I just love what's going on. It just it's just on point. And then I'm a huge, and I have more issues of this than I do anything else. I love the Legion of Superheroes. Like I love the Legion of Superheroes. Um, I've always loved the art, the stories. It just like these are things that like growing up I remembered. This and Legionnaire, the Legionnaires. I think issue 4 is my favorite. That's the first one I got from them when I was like 6 or 7. Because I was little, my mom got me this huge box of comic books. I had probably like 400 comic books in a cardboard suitcase that resembled, um, like a secret agent suitcase, and it was all these different comic books from Marvel, DC, and all that. Um, but yeah, Legion of Superheroes always stuck with me, and that's why I still get them to this day. I like going to the old comic book stores to get the ones that are used because I like used stuff. Um, I love the new Titans. I really enjoyed those. Um, Again, a lot of it is just like it's the art, it's what's going on. It just it's fascinating to me. It made me figure out what type of comic books I liked reading and what I wanted to create in the future. And then so I did a lot of DC right now. I love the New Mutants. Okay, I love the New Mutants. This is old school '80s Marvel, and I love getting the old comics that have all the old ads in the back, like from the '80s and '90s, because this is childhood. Like I remember all this. Um, Loved X Force. X Force is really good. I like Marvel. I love Spider-Man. I love X-Men. I love all that. I don't have a lot of issues of it. I kind of like these titles that are quote unquote not as popular as all the other ones. Um, and then I'm very, very, very big on. I loved Valiant comics when I was a kid, like the Harbinger series. Um, these should have already been a TV show or a movie already. Like I love. If it's Valiant, I probably have it. Pretty underrated comic book company in my honest opinion. But all the Harbinger issues, I absolutely loved. I even like Malibu comics. Okay, loved Malibu comics because it was something new, it was something different, and it had the same type of thing that I love. It's the story and the artwork, like stuff like that. That's what grabs you. Like I'm a nerd. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I'm a comic book nerd, and I'm not gonna stop being it because every one of us that runs these Marvel movies and these DC movies, you're a nerd. I don't care what anybody says. You watch The Boys. I don't care how violent and gruesome it is. You're a nerd. Okay. And then as I got older, I didn't read as much. I kept certain issues, but I didn't read as much. So then I started really, really, really getting into like more mature stuff. Like one of my new favorite comic book writers ever, Mark Millar. The Kick-Ass series is really good. He has a lot of different ones that are just wow. Like I like NPH. I love all that. He just, even though I believe he's Scottish or Irish, all his stuff is so American. It's crazy, but he's a great writer, and I love him. Um, so I love these kind of vigilante comics as well. And then Icon, that's another really good one. And then we get into I don't have anything um, from Rob Liefeld or any of them, and I love Image, but we're getting into Image comics now. Um, Ed Brubaker, Killer Be Killed. This comic This comic is so good. Shout out to Image. Shout out to Image. Killer Be Killed is so dope. And this is another one. Like this should be a TV show or a movie like already. I don't know what they're waiting for, but Killer Be Killed is a damn good series. And I love the vigilante dark crime comics. They're to me they're mature. So I can sit there and I can read all the superhero stuff. I love horror comics. I don't have too many, which I'm upset about, but I've read a lot. Like all the stuff from the 80s, like the Swamp Thing, the Constantines, and all that. I love all that. But the next one, which is a huge influence on me, I wanted to speak about is Seeing the Crime. This is also by Mark Millar. This is also Image. Shout out Image. Um, this is Ed Brubaker, excuse me. This is by Ed Brubaker. Um, I love noir. I love detective stuff. And this just nails it. And then I love the artwork and I love the stories. Like, and that's what I'm getting at. There's going to be times I'm not going to be able to get a film off the ground. It's just, I won't. I can and I will. Even doing this right now. This is kind of a little mini film what I'm doing right now. But what I'm getting at is because I love writing so much, writing is like my number one thing. If someone put a gun in my head, pick being a filmmaker or being a screenwriter. I'm gonna pick being a screenwriter. I love writing stories. If you have stories that you want to get out and you're not trying to wait for, the industry to give you your pass or anything like that, my friend, go to comics. Go to comics. If you can draw 'em. I can't draw for shit. So I'm gonna use AI. And I'm gonna create my stories, I'm gonna create my images, and I'm gonna put it together and see what clicks. Plain and simple. All right. So yeah, that's all I want to speak to y'all about today, and there'll be more to come. Y'all have a good one.